We always love hearing about local kids doing well in whatever sport they play, and Nick Magyar from Mentor, Ohio, 18 years old, over there on the right-hand side of your picture, drafted by the Colorado Avalanche in the NHL Draft recently, fourth-round pick, 93rd overall. He's going to be an Avalanche hopefully one day, and I'm hoping I'll get to see him with the Lake Erie Monsters at some point next year as I continue to do the Monsters game. Rinkside reporter, welcome back to All Bets Are Off, and we're joined in studio by Nick. Nick, congratulations, first of all. I'm guessing it was a dream come true when you got the phone call.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've something I've dreamed about my whole life, and to actually be at the draft and hear my name called and get to walk up, put on the jersey, get to meet everyone, it was something I'll never forget. Was it what you expected? Did it exceed your expectations? For those of us who will never live that moment, take us through it. I definitely thought it exceeded my expectations. I knew it was going to be a great feeling to hear your name called, but you know, just to walk down the steps and get to meet everyone, especially the Avalanche. They have Patrick Waugh, the head coach. Joe Sakic was at the table as well. So just get to meet those legends in the hockey world was amazing, and definitely something that I will take with me to share with my kids and family that I'll never forget. Now, coming from Mentor, we don't think of Mentor maybe as a hotbed, you know, for hockey and that. So you're a local kid from Mentor, and you're playing in the OHL. Did well this past year, obviously, to go forth in the fourth round in that. How'd you get involved with hockey? Yeah, it was just, I think it was kind of random. I went to skate when I was 2 years old for the first time and just begged to keep going and learn the skate lessons, youth hockey in Mentor, and then just kind of built my way up to the OHL. And you played with the Cleveland Barons, the youth program with the Cleveland Barons, and your goaltender was drafted in the second round too that you played with, right? Yeah, it was a great to see him go. I knew he was he's one of the best goalies. How do you say Alex's last name? Nadalkovich. Okay, thank you very much. That's why I tried to give it to you so I wouldn't have to butcher it. But you and Alex played together then for what, 4 or 5 years? Yeah, 4 or 5 years, and he went to the OHL a year before I did. Okay. So that's when we broke apart. But yeah, he's been a really good friend of mine ever since we started playing hockey together. And the OHL, the Ontario Hockey League, is where Nick played last year and probably will start this year. What have the Avalanche told you about their plan for you? Every player's different regardless of the round that you're taken in. They kind of maybe map out some strategy. Have they done that yet, or is it still up in the air? Not quite. I fly out to Denver actually on Monday, so I'm maybe looking to get a little more info there, but I know how the NHL works. It's a development draft. So you get drafted, it's like baseball at 18, and then it's more for the future. So 2 or 3 years, that's most kids last until they make the next step. So you know, I got time, but really looking forward to pushing hard throughout the rest of the summer and into the camps to, you know, maybe raise some eyebrows of the Monsters maybe end of next year, and hopefully the Avalanche soon enough. Nick Magyar is our guest. He was a fourth-round pick in the NHL Draft by the Colorado Avalanche. And I was going to ask you, I love hockey. Grew up watching it in Pittsburgh. Been calling the Lumberjacks games and the Monsters games as the Rinkside reporter and all of that. What advice maybe have you been given about what it's going to take to get to that next level? Yeah, I've been told, I mean, my skating is something I need to work on the ice. And I've been actually going to a couple camps in Boston with pretty good skating coach, and I've been working on that real hard. And just a little advice, I mean, never to give up, just go that extra mile to do whatever it takes to, you know, get better each and every day. And that's the process I'm gonna go forward with, and hopefully it'll work out. What's the strength of your game? Is it a wicked wrister? Is it a slap shot? Is it a combination of things? Give us a scouting report of yourself. Yeah, I think I'm more of an offensive minded, but I play hard in all areas of the ice. I think I excel down low in the corners, protecting the puck, walking out of the corners, either taking the shot or finding teammates in front, and just creating some plays. Well, what do you enjoy most about? Is it assisting a teammate and setting up a goal, or is it lighting the lamp and getting to celebrate and crash into the glass and high-five everybody? I'd say for me, I like to pass the puck a little more. So I mean, scoring goals is awesome. Never gonna turn that down. But I would like to find the guy in the back door, empty net, like
Little tic-tac-toe action, right?
Exactly.
3 passes, 2 guys get an assist, set up your teammates and celebrate.
Exactly.
Yeah, I played basketball way back in the day. Your mom tells you, we BW, she's a graduate, Joel. My mom over there, she's proud. Look, she's still smiling from ear to ear with you going in the NHL draft. But I always enjoyed, everybody can make a basket. A lot of guys can score, but finding that guy on the doorstep between 2 guys, making that perfect pass to me was always more exciting.
Absolutely.
You know, so as far as your experiences in hockey, I always get this question asked to me, why do they fight? Why can't they take fighting? You don't see them fight in the Stanley Cup playoffs or the AHL playoffs and all of that, but there's fighting in the regular season and all that. How do you deal with the physical side of it and the fisticuffs that come along with hockey?
Yeah, you just really don't think about it that much. I mean, if you're going to go out and play scared, like a big guy, you say you're going up against, and he could probably hit you pretty hard against the wall, knock you over. You just can't go in like that. You're either going to get hurt or you're going to get off your game and not play your game. But it's definitely something. It's definitely in the game, and it's something you got to be aware of. But you don't let it take off your game. I mean, that's not the role I play on my team. But some guys, are out there just to fight and hit. But
I'll give you an idea, because Patrick Bordelot, who's up playing with the Colorado Avalanche now, he was down with the Monsters for a number of years. And before every game, I swear to God, this is what he'd do. He'd walk, he'd have his earbuds in, and with his skates on, he'd walk up and down the hallway where I set up to do the game, and he'd sit there and he'd do a little shadow boxing with the music and everything, because he was more of the enforcer type role, and he knew his role. But it's interesting to see him at the NHL level now. He's turned into more of a complete hockey player, where yes, he throws the body around and drops the gloves if he has to, but he wants to assist and become a more well-rounded player. So everybody has a different role on their team, and you learn that rather quickly depending on the team, right? Yeah,
everyone has a role going in. You know which role you play best, but I think it's really important to adapt to some other roles as well. Like, you can't just be doing one thing the whole time. You're a scorer, but sometimes if it's not the right game, you're not playing your best. Maybe you need to change that role, play a little more physical, and change your game and play simpler. So, adapting to new roles is huge in hockey.
Nick Magyar is our guest, drafted in the 4th round by the Colorado Avalanche. I'm hoping to see him up with the Lake Erie Monsters at some time this coming season, so I can interview him again outside the Monsters locker room. That would be a lot of fun. Who was your idol, or who did you model your game after growing up? Was there one player that stood out and you wanted to be like him?
Yeah, I'd have to say Steve Yzerman. I grew up a big Red Wings fan. And,
okay, I won't hold that against you. I'm a Penguins fan and an Avalanche fan. It all changes now. You're an Avalanche fan first, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, Steve Yzerman, I love the way he played. That's who my favorite player growing up. Wanted to model my game after. I had posters up in my room, so that's who I would have to say growing up. But as I grew up longer, I kind of modeled my game after Rick Nash, because I watched him play in Columbus. He was, I think he plays the style of game that I want to play. Big forward that's strong down low, but can also show the skill and produce points and find guys and play the offensive mind game, but as well not get away from knowing his role, which is a big, strong, down low forward. So I kind of changed to him. I've seen him more, but definitely Steve Yzerman growing up right when I started.
Well, don't play like Nash played in the playoffs this year, okay? He couldn't throw it in the ocean. He couldn't shoot it in the ocean this year. Watching, he had so many opportunities. I felt bad for Sidney Crosby and Rick Nash this playoff season, because they had so many opportunities, and it can be a frustrating game at times, and that's where your point is well taken. Be versatile. If you're not scoring, do the other things to win the battles in the corner. Make sure you clear the puck, right? And do the little things that help add up in a team win if you're not getting the individual stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what was it like for the family? Your mom sitting off camera here when your name was. You got the phone call first, and then you walk up on stage. Is that how it goes? And what was it like? You told us it was a dream come true for you, but what was it like for the family?
Just to see them, right when my name got called, I stood up. Both my mom and dad started tearing up a little bit. It was great to see them. All the support they've given me growing up, it's truly unbelievable how much support I have from them, my other family, friends back home. So it was a feeling that I don't think I'll ever get again, and it was one I'll never forget.
Yeah, and the 4 or 5 a.m. ice rink calls and mom taking you there, right, and the equipment and the laundry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You need to return the favor now that you're going to be a professional hockey player, okay? Remember that with mom, okay?
Sounds good, yeah.
Nick, thanks for coming out. Congratulations. Hope to see you in a Monsters uniform sometime soon on your way to the Avalanche eventually in the NHL.
Thank you very much.
Love it when local guys do well. 2 local guys, one in the second round and Nick in the 4th round, turning pro NHL draft. Nick Magyar going to the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, the parent club for the Lake Erie Monsters. We'll be following his career as he makes his climb to the NHL. We've got another half hour to go here on All Bets Are Off. Stay with us. We'll take more of your phone calls, update you on the World Cup, and whatever else is on your mind here on SportsTime Ohio.